Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be making pumpkin pie, and if you watched my last video, we made pumpkin puree from our Halloween pumpkin. So that's what we're going to be using today in our recipe. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is pull out my ovaries. Just kidding. Here they are. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 eggs. I don't have any ovaries left, I'm too old. Or eggs, one or the other. 2 eggs. I'm going to skip out on the salt because that's what I do. In this little container here, I have half a teaspoon of ginger, a quarter teaspoon of cloves, and a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. If you just have pumpkin pie spice, go ahead and put that in. That's how you make pumpkin pie spice. I'm going to add my sugar, 3/4 of a cup of sugar. I'm adding 12 ounces of evaporated milk, non-fat. You can make this if you don't have any, but it takes a big part of the day, so it's easier to just find it in the store. And then I'm going to add my 15 ounces of pumpkin puree that we made. And the easiest way I'm going to do this is take some scissors, cut out the side there, and then just squish it into the bowl. Now what I'm going to do is whisk this all together. Now that I have this all whisked together, I'm going to take a measuring cup and start pouring it in until it's mostly full, but not all the way full. Just to the edge. I'm using a graham cracker crust because that's what I prefer. And this will make a little more. That's about it. So if you have any little mini ones on hand, the little mini graham crackers, you can go ahead and make a few mini ones. I'm just going to save that for another time. And then it's all ready to go in the oven. It will bake for 15 minutes at 425 degrees, and then about another 45 minutes or so at 350 degrees. So I have a surprise for you. I am making gingerbread. It smells so good in here, and since I already have it heated up to 400 degrees, I'm just going to go ahead and bake my pie at that for at least half of the time, but please do follow the instructions of the temperatures that I told you originally. I'm just going to try it this way since I already have something else in there baking. I want to just keep the oven at that, but I also want to take advantage of the fact that the oven's on and not keep it on any longer. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this in there. It's at 400 degrees, and I'll let you know if you want to try to bake it that way, how it turned out. I put this in this little pan here, that way it's easier to transport because this is really wiggly and it will spill easily. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my heat-proof gloves and go ahead and stick that in the oven, and we'll be back to let you know how long that baked for. Anyways, we're ready to get this in the oven and we'll be back. Hi everybody, we're back and our pie is finished. As you can see, when I move it around like this, it shouldn't be any wiggling going on. If you take a knife and insert it all the way through, it comes out clean. There might be a little tiny bit that sticks to that, but that will settle up as it cools off. We're going to go ahead and put it on a cooling rack for at least an hour or two before we have some of that. And then I'd also like to show you how wonderful this bread turned out. It was a gingerbread. It's not a cookie, so it doesn't have added sugar, but it does have molasses in it that gives it the sweetness. It's very soft and chewy, and with a nice exterior. It was absolutely delicious. If you'd like for me to make another video with the gingerbread recipe, go ahead and comment and I'll make a video for you of that. So anyways, we'll be back in about an hour to give our pumpkin pie a try. I want to mention 2 things. I did say that I was going to bake this at 400 degrees most of the way through. I did that in the beginning stages so that our gingerbread could finish cooking. So that was about 25 minutes worth at 400 degrees, and then I dropped it down to 350 for 30. And that's it. So it's going to bake for about anywhere between 50 minutes to an hour on the pie. So keep an eye on that. But the original instructions was 425 degrees for 15 minutes, then drop it down to 350 degrees and cook it for about another maybe 40 minutes. Our pie has cooled for about an hour and it's ready to cut into. I have this cute little spatula that makes designs. So I'm going to go ahead and try to see if that'll work. I've never tried it before, but. Oh, look at that. That's cute. Can you see it? Just for fun. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to cut into this pie. Wow, look at how perfect that is. And I bought some whipping cream and I blended it up. You just add a little bit of sugar to it as you're whipping that up. Put some of that on there. Now that my whipped cream is on it, we're going to go ahead and give it a try. I'm so excited. Still warm. Delicious. I'm going to take another bite because I just can't resist. It's like pudding, but it's pie. Okay, I'm going to take a bite without whipped cream. It's amazing. It's not really dense filling when I eat it, like normal pumpkin pie. If you've ever had some from like stores, there's a really super sweet, dense taste to it. This is really a light flavor to it. It doesn't have too much overly sweetness. I'm just going to sit here and eat this whole thing because it's so good. And it turned out so pretty. And we did all that from a pumpkin. And just as I was waiting for this to cook, I was eating my pumpkin seeds too. So we got so much out of this. And next we're going to be making some pumpkin soup. And my little doggy, Drakey. Drakey! He loves pumpkin stuff. He gets pumpkin every night. A little piece of pumpkin pie. Oh, that's good stuff. Loves pumpkin pie. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for future videos, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.